welcome back. Today we look at how farmers and hunters are working together to protect their livelihoods. Will these control measures truly be effective in the long term? Elena's orchard incident not only caused psychological trauma, but also sounded an alarm about the economic security of livestock farmers. When invasive species no longer fear humans, the damage becomes more devastating than ever. We see a harsh reality. Red foxes don't just attack to eat. They have a tendency to attack excessively. A single fox can wipe out 70 to 80% of a chicken coop in a single night, even if it only takes one. In West Texas, over 40 chickens were wiped out in just a few hours. In Pennsylvania, the estimated damage reached $1.5 million per year. For a farmer, losing 40 free-range chickens worth about $30 to $50 each means losing over $1,500 in capital overnight. This represents a complete breakdown of a sustainable farm ecosystem. Faced with the heavy economic pressure on farmers, state governments have license-controlled fox hunting campaigns. However, in the United States, this is not a free activity, but a privilege accompanied by strict legal responsibilities. To obtain a legal fox hunting license, each individual must undergo at least 20 hours of intensive training in weapon safety and wildlife behavior studies. A quota system, carefully calculated by biologists, aims to maintain a stable fox population density, averaging 2 to 5 foxes per square mile. Fox hunting here is absolutely not for mere recreation or sport. It operates as a professional management tool and a last resort for humane solutions to protect food supplies and ensure peaceful coexistence between humans and nature in both remote rural areas and developing suburbs. Woo! In the United States, this is a privilege that comes with extremely strict legal responsibilities, where fox hunting seasons are clearly defined and only those holding valid permits from wildlife management agencies are allowed to act.
Got him.
To obtain this certification, each individual must overcome rigorous hurdles, from ensuring they are over 18 years old and completing intensive training courses on animal behaviour to passing a weapons safety test. When red fox activity escalates, typically from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. Passive methods such as traps or poison bait have been completely abandoned due to the risk of environmental pollution and danger to non-target animals. This equipment allows hunters to identify heat sources from distances up to nearly 900 yards, far exceeding the observation capabilities of any predator in the dark. However, American hunters always prioritize humanity and safety. They patiently wait for the target to come within 110 to 165 yards to make the most accurate shot. This ensures the target is neutralized instantly, without prolonged pain, and with absolute safety for livestock and property in the farm area. The defensive power is optimized when technology and the natural instincts of dogs are combined. Specially trained hunting dogs possess a sense of smell tens of thousands of times more acute than humans, capable of sniffing out and detecting fox tracks from distances up to 1.2 miles. The presence of these four-legged warriors has helped farms reduce poultry losses by up to 45%. In addition, electronic sound decoy devices, e-collars with a library of over 200 sounds mimicking prey or other foxes help lure foxes away from grazing areas and into controlled zones. The seamless coordination between humans, hunting dogs, and modern technology has reduced overall economic losses by up to 50%, making even the most vulnerable farming areas impenetrable to wildlife attacks. But this raises a bigger question. Is the red fox just the beginning of a broader wildlife conflict across the United States? Share your thoughts below and discover more content on invasive species management in our playlist. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more in the next episode. Ravenwood, a small village in Louisiana's wetlands, is surrounded by miles of swampland. During flood season, the water levels suddenly rise, forcing alligators from their hiding places to the outskirts of the village. Locals have long told tales of giant alligators stalking and attacking people on their wetlands. But how many of these tales are true? The Ravenwood wetlands, which span more than 100 square miles, are home to nearly 10,000 alligators at the height of the flood season. These animals can grow up to 18 feet long and weigh more than a ton. Every year, the villagers try to protect their land by building underwater fences, but the force of the floods and the strength of the alligators have undermined their efforts. The fences often buckle and break, unable to support the weight of the alligators. From these incidents, in the 1980s, local authorities, along with biologists and hunters, decided to take action. They discovered that flooding created ideal feeding grounds that attracted crocodiles in large numbers. To control the population and reduce the danger, the community began a closely managed crocodile hunt by the authorities. This included trapping and hunting. This effort helped reduce the immediate threat, but it also raised the question of whether this was enough to truly control the growing crocodile population. The alligator hunt begins with the roar of heavy vehicles designed to withstand the conditions of the swamp. Hunters, who are required by law to be at least 18 years old, face harsh conditions as they navigate the waters where many threats lurk. Alligators, often over 18 feet long, are no ordinary prey. Equipped with jaw forces exceeding 3,700 pounds per square inch. Inexperienced hunters risk everything if they underestimate their prey. And this is not acceptable for alligator hunting. Each hunt requires at least 5 people to assist in the hunt. Large, reinforced traps are deployed to target crocodiles. Hunters use ropes to hold their prey, but these methods can fail if the crocodile escapes or struggles violently. To avoid unwanted attacks, hunters must understand crocodile behavior, especially their stealth and speed underwater. Crocodiles attack from below using the dark depths to ambush their prey with quick lunges. Therefore, hunters must understand this to avoid risks. After capturing the alligator, the hunter quickly covered its eyes to reduce stress and immobilized it by clamping its powerful jaws. This prevented any flailing and attacking at any time, as alligators rely on their eyesight and jaw strength to defend themselves.
1, 2, 3, go! 1, 2, 3, go! And again!
The successful capture of the alligator marked a victory in controlling the dangerous population in Louisiana. Alligator hunting in the United States has changed significantly over the years. In the mid-20th century, trapping was replaced by gun hunting, which was regulated by the US. Fish and Wildlife Service. In the state of Texas, alligator hunting is now allowed under strict regulations to ensure sustainable alligator populations in lakes and rivers. Hunters are allowed to use .38 caliber rifles to successfully skin alligators. The use of firearms is strictly regulated and hunters must follow FWC mandated methods. Hunters are advised to keep a safe distance when approaching alligators to avoid surprise attacks. Violations of hunting regulations can result in severe penalties. Additionally, in Louisiana, it is essential to post warning signs near flood zones during the rainy season. Important reminders to stay away from areas with high alligator activity, especially when rising waters bring the danger closer to home. After the hunt, distributing alligator meat to families in need provides essential nutrition, while ensuring nothing goes to waste. Turn the threat into an opportunity to support those struggling with food insecurity. As the Louisianans tackle alligator threats, another carnivorous predator looms in the northern and western United States: the wolf. Wolves have devastated livestock, particularly sheep in regions like Montana, causing economic losses. In 2021, the sheep farming industry reported significant damage, with nighttime attacks accounting for over 80% of losses. That same year, scientists estimated over 20,000 wolves were born, intensifying the crisis. Female wolves fiercely raise pups, requiring abundant food sources, but declining natural prey forces them to target livestock. Their pack-based hunting behaviours, including calculated, cooperative attacks, magnify the challenges for ranchers, reshaping the landscape of livestock farming. Their roars warn of an impending hunt. This is a signal of the pack's solidarity before they attack. For many years, herders relied on hunting dogs to protect their flocks, but the increasing number of wolves has made this method ineffective. As mother wolves instinctively search for food to feed their young, the survival of the pack is at stake. The relentless cycle has become a direct threat to the herder's economy. How can they fight against such a force of nature? To combat the growing loss of life from wolf attacks, obtaining a hunting license has become an important step. Obtain a legal hunting license through the Montana Department of Fish, Wildlife and Parks. Hunters can purchase hunting guns approved for wolf hunting from licensed firearms dealers, including Bass Pro Shops. Once a hunting license is obtained, it is time for the hunter to focus on preparing the trap for the upcoming hunt. To effectively set a wolf trap, choose a solid base such as a trail. Clear the snow and close the trap with an axe to create a tight hole for the MB750.
Yeah, it's big enough for that trap, not much bigger, so the more bigger you make it, the more...
Tie a 10-foot chain to a tree, or use a medium-sized object to control the wolf's movements. Carefully set the trap with even pressure, rolling your hand away from the ground for safety.
And then I lay that trap right perfectly into the hole, just that sets about like that, make sure it's nice and solid and level. Now this is an old skidoo track.
Camouflage the trap with fresh soft snow to blend in with the surrounding environment. Wolves are intelligent and cautious predators with good senses and can detect disturbances. Regularly check to ensure the trap is working properly. One wrong move when setting a trap can allow a wolf to escape and disappear into the wild. That's why hunters are warned to check their traps at least twice a day. The stakes are high. When hunters collect traps, they must be vigilant, as the traps are designed to open and close quickly, so hunters must pay close attention to safety. This careful process has helped Montana hunters manage their wolf population. Reports show that this vigilance has kept hunts within the state's safe limits, with the number of wolves allowed to be hunted each year typically being between 200 and 400 during a specific period from January to March. In areas like Alaska and the Pacific Northwest, the illegal trade in fake wolf fur has become a serious problem. Hunters are required to report the number of wolf pelts they harvest to the government to ensure the authenticity of the furs. The proliferation of fake fur products has disrupted the market and endangered wildlife conservation efforts. Real wolf fur is valuable in high-end clothing and accessories, but the fake fur trade undermines the economy. The increasingly fierce confrontation between humans and nature is not limited to predators. Now, another threat is emerging: the European starling. These invasive birds, with their numbers exploding to over 200 million, are wreaking havoc across farms, fields and cities. And their aggressive behavior is disrupting ecosystems and pushing native species to the brink of extinction. Flocks of starlings that invade cities can create a major nuisance, resulting in a build-up of droppings, constant noise and unpleasant odors. They often seek shelter on rooftops, negatively impacting the living environment of residents. Hunters are now taking action to control numbers before the damage becomes irreparable. In the United States, hunters targeting European starlings use strategies such as decoys and distress calls to attract the birds, especially on farms where they cause damage to crops. Hunting of these invasive species is legal in most states, but regulations vary.
Miss.
Hunting seasons typically run from fall to early spring, with no population limits in many areas, but hunters must follow local laws. In some states, starlings must be hunted during designated seasons, and hunting outside of these guidelines can result in penalties. If hunted improperly, it can disrupt local ecosystems, threaten native bird populations, and lead to environmental imbalances. As hunters, we have a responsibility to protect the habitats we value. What are your thoughts on hunting and the pests that directly impact the lives of Americans? Do you believe this approach helps protect our habitats while minimizing disruption? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more great hunting content.
These approaches have been great at stopping the spread of some invasive species. Got any ideas for even better solutions? Drop your thoughts in the comments so we can all dive into it together. Thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, be sure to tell your friends about us too so they can check it out. Bye and see you in the next video.